Good morning. First of all, I just want to thank Huberberta Media and Digital Lifestyle Day for having us here. We're so excited to be here in Munich, meeting so many wonderful people, hearing about so many really, really interesting things. But I'm just going to jump right in. Socialight is a platform for location-based messaging and location-based media. What you could do with Socialight is tie media, whether that's audio, video, pictures, text, to place, and then share it socially with your friends, with your colleagues, with your customers, what have you. And what we did to come to the concept of Socialight is took a look at cities, and in particular how impersonal they can be sometimes. Even though that you're packed in with many other people, living in close quarters, traversing the same streets every day, living, within 100 yards, you may not be able to come in contact with the people with whom you might have something in common, with whom you might want to share an idea, share some media, share pictures, share anything. And the same thing goes for suburban sprawl, where people live in their own houses, drive their own cars to work, come home at night, watch their own televisions. And though you might live around the corner from someone who has some really weird hobby that's the same as yours, you may never meet, may never find each other, and not find out that you have that in common. And when we look at media that is placed in cities, physical media that's in cities, it very often doesn't resonate. I look at this ad, and to me, it seems to me a waste of space for me. It's wasted real estate, wasted money. I'm not going to go and buy L'Oreal makeup, at least not that I'd admit to you guys. And but maybe this space, or maybe this my attention could be taken by something that's a little more interesting to me. Perhaps I'm hungry, and a friend wants to let me know that there's a cafe around the corner that I might want to check out, and they have great milkshakes. And we tried to figure out what's the technology, what's the platform that could enable this type of sharing, this type of information placed in the city, in the physical world. We realized that the perfect platform for this is certainly the mobile phone. It's a device that is taken with you wherever you go. It's networked. It's mapped one-to-one, person to phone, so you know who has that phone. And it's a perfect device for media capture. It's got eyes, it's got a camera, it's got ears, it's got a microphone, it's got a little keyboard, and it's perfect for display. And so we built Socialight, and our initial implementation on the mobile phone, allowing you to share media, share your personal media, and discover the media around you. So I've got a quick video coming up, so if you could turn up the audio for that. Just to show you what it's like to use Socialight. I think that should be plugged in. Actually, no, it doesn't sound like it.
Welcome to Socialight, social locative media. Discover virtual sticky notes all around you. Share your experiences with the world around you. Use sticky shadows to share information about a location with others. Socialight. Now there's a time and a place for everything. Log into socialight.com.
Thank you. Saw something teased there. We gave our little name. It's called the Sticky Shadow. That's the name that we use for our location-based media. Each piece of media tied to a location has some information, some metadata around it that helps us to deliver. And what is our biggest challenge and our biggest opportunity, and what we find most exciting, is the filtering of that information, because it wouldn't work very well if you walk around the city, see everyone's crap that they leave around, and run into it and be buzzing all the time. So the most important thing we do is ask questions when you're creating the media, and then allow us to filter based on the information. So things like, who are you? Are you a member of a certain group? Are you playing a certain game? What are you in the mood for? Are you hungry? Are you looking for something? What time is it? Is it the evening? Is it the midday? Is that person who created that sticky shadow your friend? And then filtering based on that. So there might be media all around the city expressing all different sorts of ideas, including all sorts of media, but you only see what is appropriate for you at a given time, at a given place. And it's quite simple to create this media. You can do it on the website. I'll show you the website really quickly in a moment. You could also do it on your mobile phone, which we find quite compelling because the mobile phone knows where you are, has that bit of context, knows who you are as well. You choose the media type that you're going to use, answer a few questions, snap a picture, speak into the microphone of your mobile phone, and create a sticky shadow. And on the other side, as you're navigating the world, you have what is effectively an inbox on your mobile phone that collects sticky shadows as you walk around. Your phone will buzz in your pocket and notify you you have a new sticky shadow. If you want to check it out, you just download the media and it's displayed or played on your phone. And we launched the platform in October, and here's some examples of how people have been using it thus far. This is a guy in New York City who's very excited about this gymnastics apparatus that's on the west side near the river. And I never would have found out about it unless I had Socialight running on my phone, walking by, and see that there's this gymnastics equipment. He links to a video that you can check out of how to use these swinging rings that I'd never heard of before. Here's a guy that just wants to go out for sushi. He sets a sticky shadow that is time limited, only lasts for the day. So I'm hungry, I'm hanging out in this neighborhood, and if you're my friend and you're walking through this neighborhood, you buzz on your phones, you find the sticky shadow, and meet up for some lunch. This is a guy who is creating his own urban tour. This is at the Statue of Liberty. You can see the map in the corner, and it's probably a little item that your tour guide would most likely never tell you, that there was a protest at the Statue of Liberty. But with Socialight, you can actually layer this on top of a place where you don't have the money to buy the physical media, you don't have the infrastructure to create a tour that's led every day. And here's a guy named Nate Hitchcock who, as soon as we launched Socialight, he got very excited about sharing his entire life. He went back to his past and created sticky shadows for all the places he lived, all the things he did, what was important to him in his life. And I'm going to show you some real examples live of what's going on. This is a sticky shadow that I created yesterday, right here. These maps are all live. You can browse them around and check out things and see what's around. And here's a sticky shadow that I also set here in Munich, which was sound-based. That it's not that important that you hear the sound, but essentially it's I just recorded it just on my phone and created a sticky shadow at a coffee shop because I found something interesting there that I wanted to share with my friends. And the important thing to know about Socialight, and what I'll leave you with, is that it's a platform. It's a platform for all sorts of applications. We have a few applications that we've already launched. We have many more in the works that we're very excited about. and including commercial interfaces for advertising that prevents the idea of spam, because we can filter, we can figure out who might be interested in a certain piece of media at a certain time. And I was just doubly inspired yesterday listening to, if you guys were here for Dan Dubnow's talk about this mobile device that is like the Uber device that is a personal assistant, knows who I am, knows where I am, things. And I think that the world is quite close to achieving that, and you really can do a lot of these things right now, and that's what we're trying to do with Socialight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Does your service, by the way, work in every country with every mobile phone?
That's one of the things we're working on. It works any place, any country. It's very simple. It's just a latitude and a longitude that links media to a place. It doesn't work with every mobile phone yet, but that's something we're putting a lot of work into. And it's not that difficult, really.